Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here with you all in Paris, and especially at this hospital, given its history, its prominence, and the plans that are underway in terms of its innovations. So, my name is Gracyn Robinson. I'm the CEO and founder of RENOVAHEALTH. We are a vertically AI integrated SaaS platform that is dedicated to older adults aging in place. And what we do is we conduct a home safety analysis of digital twins of a dwelling, either an entire space within a home or the entire home. We look for wayfinding, mobility, and fall hazards within a home, and then we itemize where those risks are, pairing activities of daily living with desired outcomes, and we link them with accessible design and injury prevention solutions. So what we are doing is we are an AI-driven home safety platform for 55 plus, for those that are aging in place, and we are dedicated to reducing the risks of falls within the home through the expansion of their independence using predictive analytics and spatial digital twin technology. We filed our patent about 2 years ago with the US BTA. It was published in late October, and it is under examination right now. So the members of our team, I'm the founder and CEO. We are based in Boston. My background is in senior living and healthcare design. I've been an interior designer for over 3 decades, and so I tend to think in spatial, everything in spatial, I guess you could say, and it comes at a time when really digital health, age tech, and longevity is all coming together at a point through the really onset of physical AI. Keno Mullings is my CTO and lead developer. He's out of Providence, Rhode Island. And then Chris Selland is our Chief Commercialization Officer. We work very closely with Stan Kachnowski, the chair of HITLAB. We joined HITLAB about a year ago upon reaching our MVP prototype. So we know that we've reached the tipping point for AR and VR. It's no longer just for gamers or other types of enthusiasts. It's actually at a place where it is operational. It can be used as an interface, and it is easily accessible. So here you see a picture of the Meta Quest 3, which is now Verizon is offering them actually free. If you get a new phone, you can also get a Quest 3. And then we have the Apple Style Vision, which rolled out about a year ago at Apple stores within the United States, and I believe that they have been tractioning elsewhere. Just a week ago was NVIDIA's conference, and there you see Jensen Huang, who is basically talking about the progression of AI and how we've gone from perception AI to generative AI to agentic AI. And then the next realm that we are entering is physical AI. And physical AI, when you think about it in terms of 3D point cloud computing, is extending current AI models with the understanding that spatial relationships are intertwined, and how people interact with the physical world is going to be that next frontier of AI. Before we go there, we really need to think about how the past informs the present. So I'd like to just provide some rudimentary examples in terms of VR and how we got to where we are today. So we know that 40,000 years ago we had hieroglyphs that were found in Egypt. In around 1470, we began to see the use of perspective in different artwork. Then that led to more revolutionary use of orthogonals and perspective. There you see the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. Come 1977, obviously we entered Star Trek. I was born in '71. I'm a big Star Wars, Star Trek fan. And in terms of AR, it really hit the scene when we began to see the Viewmaster in 1939. the U.S. Navy began to utilize around 1942 through the use of projectors. And then in 1962, the Sensorama really hit the scene, and that was where individuals could sit in what is, one would think, an arcade space, and they would be able to interface with the 3D world around them. Again, then in NASA, you see in 1965, there was the Sword of Damocles that was a device that began to be utilized, and then it actually became, on your far right, that which is now the Oculus headset. So then in 1989, we had Back to the Future. Really now, people were really beginning to work with the space around them, see how they might work in new spaces in a different way. And that led to, obviously, AR clinical experiences, such in 1995 with PTOT, and then we had the Virtual Boy gaming, which came out in 95. So VR headsets are now commonplace. They are available to consumers. That really began in 2012, which coincided with my own mom having her first fall she had 5 falls in 7 years. So we know that 1 out of 4 seniors is going to fall annually. 80% of them are preventable. We also know that in the United States, every 19 minutes, an older adult is going to die from a fall. So if we can get ahead of falls occurring within the home through modifying the built environment, then we can look to save, in the United States alone, falls will be, the estimated cost is $101 billion. That will be due to emergent care costs within our hospital system. So how we can look at our space, physical space, differently as we are aging within it can lead to reduced health expenses overall. This is a picture of me, obviously very, very distressed. I wasn't living nearby my mom at the time. And we know that older adults really wish to age in place. Around 22, my parents moved from their home of 20 years into a senior living community. And even though I had come from the side of designing senior living, independent living, assisted living, memory care, skilled nursing environments, no one could have prepared me for that experience of moving my parents from their home into a new community. All of the logistics that entails on the back end prior to the move, in terms of move management, care coordination, putting things into consignment, getting their new environment ready, what that entailed, working with facilities manager. You have the new care coordinator within the senior living community. You then have, you could have an instance where maybe one parent is eager to go to the setting and the other parent doesn't want to go at all. So how you manage that could really be more easily facilitated if you had an app that could capture their new space and be able to itemize what those different indicators were that would improve their health and how you would import different products and modifications into the space. So we really don't have right now an AR end-to-end platform that connects digital twin home safety analysis of new and existing spaces. And this can leave older adult children feeling overwhelmed. It leaves them feeling stressed and at their wits' end. So in 22, I decided to build this platform. And it is a single end-to-end digital technology platform where we work with, we have a family and a team portal that is able to capture a dwelling, conduct a home safety analysis of it. We then connect with all the different family members of the transition system. Everything is brought up into the cloud. It's hosted by Matterport and AWS, and it is available. We're now in Apple Developer and Google Play, so our app is going to be releasing in the next three to 4 months. But it allows residents to be able to view their spaces in real time. It is able to pair with home health supports for enhanced care support, and then obviously you can now see it in AR and VR headsets. So I wanted to bring this image up of Paris because when you're creating a new technology company, especially in the field of physical AI, it is somewhat like riding a bike. The Navigator, which is our software component of our 3-tiered platform, if you were to look at all of the different technology components of our stack, and this I would say is only a third, at the hub of our wheel is AWS S3. We implement MongoDB, we utilize GitHub, Meteor.js, Heroku, JavaScript. So those would really be the spokes of the actual wheel itself. Then you have the protective rim, that would be the cloud, where that data of the capture server is sent up and is protected. In terms of the valve, I look at that in terms of, okay, how are you going to utilize that off your device? In this instance, it would be through Google Play, Samsung, the Apple Store. And then you have the other valve, which is how are you going to view it? Well, we now know that we can see it in the Oculus headset. Meta is about to come out with AR glasses in the next 2 to 3 years. And then we have Style Vision Pro from Apple. Microsoft as well is going to be releasing headsets soon. So we utilize many different AI agents, and platforms really. Grok 3 is our main tool that we harness for our AI. We also offer an online spatial health commerce marketplace. So what that means is that when we are able to pinpoint where those risk factors are in a given environment, we can then link them to spatial health products that can be purchased where you are actually monetizing physical AI. So this is an example of a space. So this would be a bedroom that would be captured. We are a platform partner with Step 2 Health. Right here you would see their Step 2 bed product, and when you come into our platform, you would see that we link activities of daily living. There are 9 activities of daily living, and then we have around 26 instrumental activities of daily living. What we do is we then pair the activities of daily living with desired outcomes so that as we are looking at a space and we see a product, we know, okay, why would someone want to be utilizing that specific product? Well, their activity of daily living is going to be mobility. It is going to be wayfinding. What is the desired outcome? Independence and safety. So we're looking at spaces differently, specifically through linking activities of daily living with desired outcomes. This obviously is another example of spatial AI through the use of digital twins. Here in the corner, you would see a fall prevention sensor. It's then able to link that product through our platform, and an individual can go right into the platform and purchase exactly what they need to modify their home. In terms of feature breakdowns, these are really the features that we offer at the top. Lowe's actually just announced about 10 days within the last week and a half, Milo, which is their own physical AI integration tool. AARP is really a 2D home safety analysis tool. You can import 2D photos, but it is not a 3D AR analytical use of space. So we are, again, using 3D ARs through digital twins. We are a mobile-first home safety analysis tool. We are looking to conduct risk scoring, so prioritizing hazards by severity. It could be loose handrails, it could be area rugs. Many falls occur, obviously, through people tripping on area rugs. A lot of falls occur between the bedroom and the bathroom, and that could just be because the foot candles are low in terms of lighting between those spaces. And we now, thanks to advanced technology, are able to have integrated baseboard lighting that can actually light the path, the floor, as you go from your bed to the bathroom in order to reduce the risks of falls within the home. So we're monetizing physical AI, and we do this through spatial commerce sales partnerships. We are part of Amazon Influencers program. We are an affiliated partner with Step 2 Health. Lowe's actually just came out with a content creator beta. Carewell, Ember Labs, Apollo Neuro. We're looking to expand our partnerships with different sensors and wearables as we continue to grow. This here is an example of semantic localization. And we are an applicable business use case for Meta, so it would be a non-gaming application. Most of Meta's content that you see when you go into Meta and you put on a Quest, you're going to see that the majority of the content is gaming. And we are now at the precipice of entering this space where now you can actually go in and you can interact with the space around you, so it's incredibly exciting. We use it for fall risk, common paths of travel, patterns of use, risk ratios, human interaction with certain surfaces, and then obviously touch points for ease of function, use, and mobility. So we're based in Boston. Just this past April, the head of Boston Magazine featured that Boston is at the forefront of the AI revolution. This is underpinned in NVIDIA's announcement last week that they are going to be basing a quantum research center in Boston, which is incredibly exciting. I love this quote that AI is getting more human every single day, and just like 250 years ago, Boston is at the center of it all. So we also know with Lowe's just in the last week in Austin, they are piloting their Apple Style Vision Pro and their Lowe's Style Studio. So individuals are able to come into Lowe's, and that with the headsets on, they can pick out the different finishes that they want. They can see it in that actual environment as it's going to look as they seek to modify their homes. So this isn't addressing health. We address health specifically, and that is what our patent pending software is dedicated towards. But this shows you just in terms of the traction that we are seeing overall in this space. And again, in terms of Meta is right now you can get the Ray-Bans, which is really more of a, it's not really an AR experience in front of you, but you will soon be able to have an AR glass that you can purchase. You can interact with actually the world around you right on your face, at your fingertips. Samsung, we know, has smart things. Samsung developers is tractioning very quickly, so they just had an update in their Smart Things app that you can find. And so in terms of the TAM Samsung, we know that there are 140 million homes that are ill-equipped for aging in place within the United States alone. Fortunately, Medicare Advantage is now starting to cover a lot of these home safety upgrades. So the annual cost of preventable falls as we look towards 2030 could be upwards of $100 billion. The aging in place tech and home modification space, the total addressable market is $25 billion. In terms of seniors prioritizing independent living, we're looking at $9 billion. And then in terms of our own serviceable market, we are seeking insurance partnerships, which could be roughly to the tune of $450 million. So with investment, what we can look towards, I would say in the next 3 to 5 years, is obviously predictive analytics, which will be able to analyze data from multiple sources, including EHRs and wearable devices. Real-time monitoring, so with funding, the AI-powered engine can use sensors to continuously observe residents' movements and behaviors. We will be able to create personalized care plans through analyzing individual data. AI can help tailor care plans specific to each resident's needs. Obviously, gait analysis, this is already starting. We're seeing this accelerate very quickly. Then obviously there'll be mobile alerts, and then continuous learning, so it improves the accuracy over time as it continues to collect and analyze more data. So I just wanted to end that every generation has the obligation to free men's minds for a look at new worlds, to look out from a higher plateau than the last generation. I believe that that is a calling that you know, we are bound to do, and given that we're in France and this is the home of the Tour de France, I thought that I would post these pictures because it really is going to take a village, and you know, this with 10,000 people turning 65 each day in the United States, this is not an isolated problem. This is a global issue. We need to be thinking about it globally. We need to think about how we can come together in order to meet the needs of older adults and reducing falls in the home. So, thank you.